What's going on with the goings on, y'all? Forgive me. You know, tomorrow I'm still eating my breakfast. But I figured, and I got a different kind of light. I seen it in the basement. I say, I wonder if this will work with my phone. And I guess it's doing its due diligence. You know what I'm talking about? What's going on with the goings on though, y'all? Um, we got a lot to unpack. Um, But first, let me say this to Roland, because I called you Rodale, and I'm probably still gonna call you Rodale. I'm always trying to tuck that mess in. But anyway, Roland Martin. You know, I gotta go down the rabbit hole, and I gotta understand where you coming from. And once I understood it, it's like, okay, this is why I was watching you. This make for good TV. Your narratives be well pointed. But what I will say this is, uh, I had a grandmother that was on the Congress floor that was part of the BBB, so I'm well versed, and I I do understand, and I guess once I had to see you in a public forum, so I seen you in a forum or a conversation you was having between. Ooh, you hear the noise in the background, you know it's real. That mean I gotta go and get my drown. But that's momentarily. Anyway, Roland Martin, or Rodale is what I'm gonna call you. So I seen you in the forum, and you had two Democrat and Republican parties, and I had to watch you work. And both of them guys, both of the women and the male was in the male or the women, however you want to look at it, was they both had been in the rooms, and it was just funny to see you. You couldn't this where you couldn't do no rhetoric and had no pushback because everybody know the policies. Let's just get straight to it. You feel me? And it was just one side pushing the other. I'm watching them. They pushing each other. Don't nobody want to be at fault. Don't nobody want to say the wrong thing because the right thing might do. And the people that were starstruck, ooh, forgive me. You see that ceiling fan? You know it's real. And the people that were starstruck were just agreeing with your policies, sir. So it was fun to watch, but it was. This is the reason why. Oh, I ain't gonna get my camera right today, huh? We wanted them. Oh, okay, there it is. So, like I was saying, Rodell, I get it. I understand, and I hope people by us both talking one on the side of the other, and we get some understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them lied to us, so we just gotta figure who's told the best lie, huh? But let's get into some of these politics. Speaking of, while we talking politics, I guess an interview hit the internet or hit Instagram. I ain't gonna say who shared it because I don't, you know what I'm talking about. But Harry Belafonte decided, um, I guess a video was surfacing where he was on C-SPAN. You can look it up. He was on C-SPAN, and he was talking about it was basically, I guess, Barack Obama had a State of the Union, and he was stating his views, and they came up on the question of what were your talks like with Martin Luther King, and he said it just like every other statement. And even the statement he said, you could actually go look up the video of where Martin said these actual quotes. So I don't know. He probably was just reading off a teleprompter at this point. I don't know. You know, everybody lying. Let me tell it. No, we ain't gonna never get the real truth because guess what? America's was brought up on lies. So hey, you can't handle the truth. Ain't that what that man said in that military movie? Um, Jack wasn't playing. Jack said, "Listen, there's just certain shit you just won't understand. No matter how much of the truth I give you, you still gonna have some type of pushback. Anyway, he said that the Black Party, he felt like that he was leading his people into a burning building. I said this, I guess Harry Belafonte and other liberals had to say it in order for you to get it. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, it's just like Robitussin. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, gotta do that. Nice and slow, let it go. And from now on, it's gonna be smooth, smooth sailing. Shout out to this I ain't even write this down, but I guess I don't know, man. Damn, Wanye. As soon as we get away from this, it come back again. I think it just come back every 10 years just to get some. At this point, y'all should know, motherfuckers just be getting something for clickbait and to be having a conversation. So I guess in Brandy's memoir, she wanted to stay her relations. The more and more you talk about your relations, the more and more we look at you like who you were. Now, you're going to say too much and you're going to put your foot inside your mouth. Okay? Because I remember before you was a cover girl and you wasn't so cover girl. Then once you got cover girl, all of a sudden your status. You know what I'm talking about? So we ain't going to get off into that. So just leave whatever you got going on well enough alone, young lady. You know what I mean? I hate to have to go down that rabbit hole. I guess that's just the narrative of the century. Rabbit holes. Motherfucker go down and be gone 3 hours, 4 hours. Ain't nothing but a dimension for real. You know, that's no here nor there. That make me know knowledge yourself. And I ain't even trying to get off into that. But I guess we getting thicker and thicker with this Young Thug situation. I guess Charleston White decided to say that YSL is wise tell. You know what I'm telling me? They tell pro for sure. You know what I'm talking about? And this nigga said Young Thug was going in police stations. Oh, that was them guys and just walking out. You know what I'm talking about? Sure, he was just telling to be telling when he telling her. Crazy. Oh man. But yeah, I'm like, damn, he quadrupling down. Well, it's been by Monday or Tuesday, we should know though. You know what I'm talking about? Paperwork aside, all that bullshit. Everything will be everything. Either he gonna get locked up or he ain't. I don't think you got enough evidence. You know, it's just saying that another motherfucker did some shit don't mean he did some shit. And he can't get locked up for what another motherfucker had going on. Especially if it's money long enough. That ain't enough, young man. That's hearsay. You know what I'm talking about? And you are a person that push buttons. It's easy for him to debunk what you got going on. So I really don't see nothing from this situation. But it was good talks though. I do want to give a few shout outs. You know what I'm talking about? Like I say, now that I'm looking at this might be show. Shout out Lil Durk. I seen your conversation, good brother. I hope you being the voice, the people will listen. You know what I'm talking about? You trying to save the young youth, and we shall see. You know what I'm talking about? We definitely gonna get some understanding, but you saying that and also killing all them people don't really, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, that's the narrative they gonna paint. Oh, you killed all the motherfuckers. Now you want to talk about the kids? niggas ain't trying to hear that, bro. Even though it sounded good, and people gonna say, "Oh yeah, he changed his ways." Man, listen, just because you changed your stripes don't make you a zebra, bro. For real, that's just, you know what I'm saying. That's just what it is. Shout out to Arsenal. I want one of them T-shirts, but I guess Arsenal decided he wanted to make T-shirts to Sue Surf. Shoot, July slowly approaching. You know what I'm talking about? As soon as we get into the summer good, I don't know if Buddy gonna pop out though. The state of battle rap so crazy. Shout out to you though, Arsenal. I liked the shirts, bro. But you one of them entrepreneurs that you gonna get something popping. Either way, I mean, come on now. Arsenal been a hustler since a hustler been hustling. when shit wasn't phantom, I thought about he was thinking about it and he made it happen. And if he didn't, he had motherfuckers, nigga, he did his thing. And salute to you, good brother. I'm proud of you. Shit. For real, he always got something going. You feel me? Niggas need to pick his brain. Especially you better rap niggas. Y'all need to go talk to that man about something. But you know, there's no here nor there. Shout out Cardi B. I just shared some shit with Cardi B. Cardi B, is you the hardest working woman in show business? Every time I look around, you got 20 posts of people we don't even know. You know what I'm talking about? And they good photos too. Shoot, people can put them on the timeline. Probably had them a good time. You know what I'm talking about? From this to that, you definitely make it happen, baby. And then you don't be in the photos like, oh, with the same face ass nigga. Nigga, you got different poses, faces. I guess it just all depends on what energy you bring. Definitely a fantastic vibe. Shit. Shout out to you, Cardi B. Let's see. I think let's see, Arsenal and Cardi. I'm looking for one more shout out on here. Okay. Now, let's get into a few of these topics. So, I guess the game's at it again. This man I'm your friend. So, if you get mad and unfollow me or I unfollow you, so be it. But I guess you at it again, sir. You just came on my live not 2 days ago talking about how you needed art, how you wanted a producer, because you needed a beat. You know what I'm talking about? And people to hit you in the DM. And no sooner as I'm looking at it, the next day, some Christian females, 2 Christian females, I guess they were sisters, come out and say that you stole from them. And you took their $1,000 and you didn't send them a song or a feature or nothing. And they Christian women, which at this point in 2026, I don't know how far that go, being a Christian woman. Like, we don't even, people hate Christians so much, they don't even believe what they be saying. So is you lying? Are you lying on the Lord? I don't know. But this is definitely something the game has done before. So I don't know if he's done it all before. Let me explain. Or publicity stunt and a motherfucker trying to get you to listen to the music. See, I'm the type of person where I do both. And if your music's trash, then why would I even fathom the thought? You should know you was gonna get robbed. Now, if your information is widespread, then maybe. You know what I'm talking about? But you had to have enough of a voice because you on here. And I'm talking about you. So we shall see how this information plays out. Because if it's really true, it's in the courts by now. You wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't either happening or has happened. So, you know what I'm talking about? I need more details. Speaking of details, PC, what you got going on, good brother? I seen you in the live feed where you were talking to another gentleman about a McScruffle. You know what I'm talking about? And how one person had a lot of people, then I pull up again and got no people. Either way it go, scruffle happened. And your eye didn't look too pretty, sir. And then the young man that wanted to talk, he had a lot to say. And he ain't just said it once, he said it like twice, maybe 3 times. So, and we from the way. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker ain't saying shit. Not unless it's true, good brother. So you done went out here, you done said all this, you done had all this going on, made all these statements, and you out here getting whooped on? And you know it was from somebody I don't fuck with, so damn, brother. And you just making him look good. What he's saying look like it's the truth. But you a very laid back young man, so you know it's easy for a motherfucker to paint a narrative. So, you know, what I'm talking about, I need him to go against, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's blowing money fast. Now, if you go against one of them, then I believe you. But you not, because you're going to say y'all friends. So I need you to do really go get somebody you wouldn't go against. You know, don't go against Easy Prey. Easy Prey is what Easy does. You know what I'm talking about? Go against a nigga that gonna bust your motherfucking head. Because at this point, reality got to be what reality damn near got to be like baddies now. If not, I ain't believing that shit. I want to see a nigga's blood squirt out of his head. If not, it's not real, and you just talking to be talking. Let's see. Let me see. This is a situation I want to talk about. I'm trying to figure out how I go, because I eventually want to get into the battle rap scene, because I have a few choice words. So I guess we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go into this battle rap, and then we're gonna get on up off here. So shout out Rum Nitty. But I'm gonna get into that. First, I guess, since it's right here, I'm gonna go on and try to say this shit the best way I know how. Jaden Ivey gets waived by the Chicago Bulls. A lot of the reason why he got waived is because of the statements he's been making for the last week. Christianity. Then he talked about Steph Curry. Then he went on a rant. Even Nick Young said, "You shouldn't have said that." Now you know Nick Young then said some shit, and for him to tell you you need to be quiet, it says a lot about what's going on. You feel me? And how when you getting all this money, and the people that's giving you all this money, it's from the same people that you're talking crazy about. Why would you think you're gonna keep your job? How you go? That's just like going to McDonald's, being a manager, but you in there talking to the employees about how management ain't shit. Ain't you a manager? The fuck? How you talking about the other niggas? And then the employees gang up and say, "Well, damn, I don't think that shit right." And they tell the other managers what you said. And the other managers say, "Well, you know what? This nigga got to go. We paying him in all this money, and he got the nerve to talk to us like that. He can't be part of our team." So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you ain't salty, especially if you got the Lord. Everything's prosperous. I see your jersey sold out, so you made some type of dividends. But far as your job go, I would expect that you would think that you ain't got a job. At least I mean, the way you talking, I'm pretty sure you know you ain't got a job. How you gonna talk bad about a motherfucker and still want to be employed? I know that ain't what your senses is. You feel me? I know that ain't it. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, you gonna keep talking, and we'll know. You feel me? But shout out to you though, and I hope things get a little better. But I don't think you think you gonna have a job when a motherfucker talk crazy. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons won again. Because I ain't get a chance to share, so the Pistons won again. Hey, the Pistons won again. I mean, you played the Toronto Raptors. They're a good team. But you played the Toronto Raptors. And in teams like that, you know the white man gonna get off. So Duncan did his thing. Duncan Robinson did his thing. Was like 5 for 8 from 3. And then DJ did his thing. You know what I'm talking about? He had about 21 points or something. You know what I'm talking about? They even had young Richard Cunningham. I call him young Richard Cunningham because I don't know that nigga name. I'm sorry. And I apologize. But Richard Cunningham got in the game. The redhead. You know what I'm talking about? Even he got in the game and was doing this thing. So, you know what I'm talking about? He had a dunk. He had like 5 points. He had a dunk. Then everybody got geek over and a 3 in the corner. You know what I'm talking about? That's when you know it's going good. I think they won like 127 to 116. Yeah, it was a good game. Shout out to the Pistons. The Pistons won again. Oh, and y'all clinched the century. So the Pistons won again. Hey, I told y'all. You know what I'm talking about? What you got like 3 games left? I ain't even look at the the ballistics because you know what I've been doing. Shit, I hope Ham get the motherfucking MVP. That's what I hope. I hope Ham get the MVP, and if not, give it to LeBron. Cause either this year or next year he out of here. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about the man no more because he did his due diligence for me. He was here for a quarter century. You know what I'm talking about? I don't gotta talk about basketball no more. Motherfuckers should understand it. I've been saying the same shit for 25 years. You know what I'm talking about? And now that sports betting is at where it's at, you might have a prediction and that motherfucker totally wrong every time. So I'm straight on that. But I knew once gambling and the NIL shit started going about that it was gonna be hard for people like me, even the coaches. Like, man, how I'm gonna recruit? I can't go to Alabama and recruit these people because they going to Alabama or small colleges in Alabama that's got the capital funding. That's all you really gotta have. You feel me? You can save that capital funding just for a top recruit. You get 2 or 3 top recruits and some of these veterans, hey, you fuck around and have a national championship. They gonna be throwing them bitches around like, hey, national championship ain't even gonna matter no more in about 10 years. Everybody gonna be able to hoop. But yeah, man, let me get into this battle rap. So ARP, you are ARP crazy. If you are formidable, I can't even say it right. If you ain't an opponent that he respect, ooh-wee, ain't no telling what you gonna get. And then I'm one of them guys. I want to say this, bro, with ARP. Shout out to you, ARP. I don't even know. I should call you Adam, huh? Because that's exactly how you acting. You ready to atomically explode. That nigga said, you said SMD? You take the SMD down, I'll take down some of this, what I'm talking about. A lot of what you said in that part 1, I seen, and part 2. I'm waiting on part 3, because I said all this before. I ain't even, and it didn't scratch no surfaces. And then what's funny is everybody want to say that the man, because I'm not even stating the man's name. Everybody want to say that the man is a crybaby, but I've been said this. I said it before it was said. So now for you all to jump on the bandwagon, I'm not jocking it. I don't respect none of it. Keep it moving until he gone. Hey, battle rap can't get right if motherfuckers not want to keep it tight. You gotta keep it tight to keep it right. So long as the motherfucker ain't doing that, it's gonna stay the same. But I'm with what you on, cause, and then listen, Adam, like I said, I was a formidable opponent. I was a nigga going back and forth with Adam. If it's 7 days in a week, 5 of them days we was going at it, and we went at it for like 5 years, bro. Maybe 7. I don't know. It was so long that it was people that was in and out that couldn't keep up, and we just kept going and kept going and kept. We made beautiful music. I'm talking about some of the best of everything. I mean, the first 2 years was kind of sketchy and blotchy. We both ain't know the direction. We probably said some things we really didn't mean. But once we understood the objective, man, look. Shout out to you, good brother. It wouldn't be no me if it wasn't no you. It wouldn't be no you if it wasn't no me. You know what I'm talking about? We made beautiful music, okay? So I am telling that man, if you do want to do what you gonna do, your best better be to make that man your friend and not your enemy. I'll tell you that. Cause he not gonna stop. I'm talking about he gonna keep it moving, sir. And then come on now, he got him and Show Off. Shout out Show Off. Show Off. Don't nobody want to pull up on you. You aggressive, sir. I'm gonna get to you though. Nobody want to pull up on you. You aggressive. I'm just saying, bro. Even when you chilling and you painting the narrative and you trying to make shit pop, niggas still be scared. Cause rather it go, you got them hands, sir. So nigga not really. Nigga don't know if you serious, fake, or phony. Even nigga, I'm watching the interview. I guess you did an interview with knowledge. Even I'm watching the bitch like, I hope this nigga don't nothing fuck up. We gon' it's only 60, 70 some people in here. They all gonna leave if this nigga go crazy. We gotta keep this shit smooth, sir. But anyway, yeah, Adam gonna keep it moving. And I'm pretty sure the way he moved, cause you know he had money. So, nigga, I'm not only fighting him, I'm fighting that money he got behind me. So, you ain't got that kind of money, sir. That well done ran dry. Now, if Remy was still around, maybe. But she left last year before last. Well, okay, let's see, that started. So 2 years, 3 years, she been gone. Nigga, she well in the wind. You feel me? She got her own TV going on. Shout out to Remy Ma. She got her own TV situation. So you in the waters. You know, them sharks is swarming. And for the whole culture to say you ain't shit, me personally, I'll go get me some clothes and keep it moving, bro. Better invest in some shit that niggas don't know you got and try to make it happen. But you know, when you go that route, you gotta have this shit at a perfect pitch. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't think you that type of nigga. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know, like I said, Adam gonna keep it moving, bro. And he's not gonna stop. Make that man your friend and not your foe. That's for those who need to know. Anyway, let me go on down the river. Shout out to Show Off. Now, as I was saying, damn, Show Off, I watched the interview. It was good. Calico didn't want to pull up. But why would Calico want to pull up if you inviting him to a fight, sir? Soon as he would have came on, you would have jumped right in the character. I don't know if the nurse would have kicked in and shit wouldn't have been right. Because, nigga, he wouldn't have knew where you was coming from. That's one of my favorite battle rappers. And when he confused, he might say some shit he don't mean. And we don't need him to say things he don't mean. He needs to have a clear head, okay? So he can move ahead. And then you better at debating than you are at rapping. So sitting and having a debate with Show Off is kind of a hard feat. You feel me? Because once you become militant, you get aggressive, sir. I'm just saying. And I gotta have specs with you too. You get aggressive, sir. And then people don't want to have nothing to say because shit, they don't know whether it's gonna go left or not. And you know how people act, they get scared. And you know, it ain't good to fight a scared motherfucker. I'm just saying, Show Off. I love you to death, good brother. If you gonna move, nigga, move correctly. You know what I'm talking about? And that just ain't your forte. It's either this or it's that with you. And when you can't decipher the two and make a beeline, people don't really want to deal with the situation. I know you get what I'm saying, sir. And you not and Show Off. I just don't want you. I don't need you to turn it down. That ain't the type of. I don't want you to not be you. Shit crazy. I don't want you to not be you. That wouldn't make sense. Cause it don't make good for what we got going on. You know what I'm talking about? You one of them anomalies where I don't know what to say, sir. Cause everything will come off as what it is. You know what I'm talking about? But I do. I shout out to you, good brother. Calico. Now I seen the Calico situation Well, him and ARP had a dispute about the about you showing up to his event, and I mean, I listened to what you had to say, and I understand. You're not finna line me up, sir. Especially when you got a history of lining niggas up. You ain't finna peekaboo me. I'm sorry. You told me it was closed event. I look up, it's 300 people in the event. Or it was told to me that it's 300 people in this event. I talked to you. You said you gave away tickets. How long? It shouldn't have been no tickets. So now I gotta I gotta form my whole introduction and the way I'm using this battle. I gotta talk like it's a crowd. I gotta interact with all this. Is probably it could have been a round, a half a round, especially in a situation where I'm supposed to be at a beach show off. I'm Calico, so if I come with these half a bar ass shits, show off get his shit off. Nah, we ain't finna do that. I'm gonna reschedule this thing, rewrite what I need to write, and you can invite whoever you want to invite. But you're not finna invite them a week before I gotta go on. Not gonna happen. Um, but yeah, it was an insightful interview. The show, I'm like, damn, this nigga Calico was like, and then you told the ARP, shout out to you. You told that man, oh, this how you want to act. You can keep the money, like you hurt his feelings. You hurt that man feelings. All right, keep this cash. But I will go on these interviews and debunk all that bullshit you on. But it didn't last long. ARP ended up talking about it anyway. So, this is no here nor there. A lot of these information that I'm getting, it happened, and I'm just not talking about it because I be having shit going on. You know what I'm talking about? I might have to talk about this person, that person. I really ain't got to talk about none of these people. But I just like to give my honest opinion on the facts. That's all. Shout out to Rum Nini. I guess Rum Nini did an interview with PSA. Shout out to you, young three letterman. And you stated to Jay Mills, it's really on you. I don't mind it being on me, but it's really on you, sir. And I agree with Rum Nitty. Shit, I think Rum Nitty won. It's on you, good brother. I don't know though. Like I said, well, I don't know who I get this narrative from. I'm trying to think who I got the narrative from. Because I don't like lying. But I am in agreement. I think Rum Nitty won this bout. I mean, but you could have an argument because Jay Mills didn't come slouching. Just like I knew he wasn't. Like, nigga, this is Brown. Nigga, he fuck with the beats. So I knew he was going to come right. But I think about Rum Nitty meeting him at that point, it's like niggas both going up a slope. Niggas met at the point. You got to give it to Rum Nitty. So we'll see who come out. You know what I'm talking about? Jay Mills don't like playing too long, so it might be Jay Mills. You know? And then Rum Nitty say he got 3 rounds in the chamber, so be prepared, sir. You know what I'm talking about? Be prepared. I think we might end up getting up out of here, folks. Let's see if I got another shout out before I go. What I will say about the state of battle rap, because I guess shout out to you again, Adam. You're supposed to come on here and state what's going on when it's going on. So I hope battle rap get its stuff together, because all these allegations and we ain't got no facts. It's kind of it makes the whole thing watered down, and we don't need to put a cup of water on a burning building. You know what I'm talking about? For real. And as the old saying goes, the smoke's gone, I'm gone.